Yo, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Jay Eskar, and it's been such a long time since I made a video. Just by looking around, you might notice that everything is a bit different, or actually completely different from the studio I had before. And that is because I moved towns. I no longer live in Mexico City. I now live in Monterrey, Mexico. I'm finally at a point where I'm comfortable recording, and I wish I had some acoustic treatment in here, but I have none as of now, and it's pretty hard for me to speak because I hear myself on the reverb. But I'm gonna fix that as soon as I got the money for it, because so I'm trying to see what the best idea would be for this new studio. I don't want to just add foam because I know foam isn't the best option. If we can find a sponsor for acoustic treatment, that would be really cool. But as of now, I don't have any of that, so hopefully this reverb on my vocals isn't as annoying as I think it is. And yeah, 350,000 streams. To me, that's a crazy amount. I'm not used to it. It's crazy. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show everyone what I did with the songs and how they got created. So I want to tell you guys a quick story before I go into it. I think this video is gonna be more of a story than a walkthrough, but it's what I feel like doing right now. This story revolves around, why did I make these songs? Like, why did I make this EP? At the beginning, this was not an EP. This was actually just two separate tracks that I made. And I made them specifically for a very big artist. And I did not make them as a ghost. I just made them because there was this artist that was talking to me for months. That person wanted tracks for his label, and he also wanted tracks for collabs. And I was just grinding. I swear, this track Fire, I really wanted to tell you guys this story because this is a track I made in a day. In a single day. But to me, this is one of my favorite tracks ever. And I made it in a day, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. This huge producer needed the song, and he was like, yo, do you have any A minor IDs? And I was like, I don't. And he was like, well, I'm about to play in this huge festival tomorrow. Can you send me something? And I swear I sat down and I worked my ass off the whole day. Like, I worked like 24 hours, and I'm not even kidding. Like, I worked 24 hours trying to just create something I could deliver to that huge artist. This guy really liked what I was doing, and we met physically too during this festival. It was really cool, and I swear he was in love with what I was doing. He loved everything I made. But there was this point where I sent him IDs, and he was just like, but either way, you always gotta make the best out of whatever situation you're in. And in this case, I personally think I made my best songs to date, thanks to how much that guy was pushing me and inspiring me. I would have not grinded the way I was grinding if it wasn't for him. Because when you look up to someone and they're like, yo, show me what you got, you're gonna show them what you got, you know? And I tried so many things, but I'm guessing my time is not here yet. So I'm just gonna keep on grinding. I try to grind daily, doing content, doing music, doing everything I can. And it's hard, but it's worth it. And I enjoy doing it. And if you don't enjoy doing it, find the things that you like doing and do those a million times. So anyways, after the songs got ignored, I posted some stories with the songs because even though they didn't want it anymore, I wanted to release them myself, you know? So I posted some stories on TikTok, Instagram, and the Actuation team reached out to me and they were like, yo, let's release it as an EP. What do you say? And at that time, the tracks did not have vocals either. And Actuation was kind enough to reach out to a singer and also pay the fee that he asked for. Which, so shout out to Actuation. I really got to give it to you guys. They were amazing. And like I've said, it has 350,000 streams in a month, which is insane. And they did such a good job. They were so attentive. They were so kind. And it pretty much feels like whatever I was expecting from these other people, I got from Actuation. And it was pretty cool. But that was the story for the track. I can show you guys some of how it was made. I don't want to get too technical because right now I feel like there's too much reverb. Like, I don't know, I'm not very comfortable with that. But anyways, let's go into it. As you can see, the track, basically the most important thing about the track is the drums. And as always, I have a very cool kick with claps. That's how it sounds. And then you add another kick. Just leveling, I just control the volumes, and that's it. I get rid of the lows in some of the things, of course, but that's pretty much it. And then I have some hi-hats. And then I went ahead and made a bass line and then a melody, and it sounds like this. The magic on this song and pretty much everything I'm making lately is pitch automation. Let me show you how this song sounds without any pitch automations. This is how it sounds. I think it sounds cool, but there's not that much movement to it, which is what we got from the pitch automation. I love it so much, bro. To me, this is one of my favorite sounds ever. And this sound I made with Harmer. Sounds like this. It's how the bass line sounds, actually. Let me remove all the white noise, because know that nowadays I'm layering everything with a white noise. Sounds like this. It's horrible. This is a layer. I just created this sound like, I don't know what I did. I just wanted to create a like a spatial square flangey kind of thing, and I'm just using a. This sound isn't even that special, but it's actually something in the background that helps the bass line just feel more wide or big, you know. And of course, my sub. And if you've ever seen my Serum sound banks, know that this sub is included on my Serum sound banks, which you can find at store.jayeskar.com. The next sound is basically just a Reese. There's nothing crazy about it. Processing wise, what I'm doing is adding a Camel Crusher to the sub. And pretty much it. I'm using this EQ as a filter. I'm not really using it for anything else. And then the Reese bass. And then the Reese bass on the drop, and that's pretty much it. Look, it's a Reese bass. I'm using Cashmere Essentials on this just to make it sound a bit more elegant, a bit better. It has a bit of harmony, which is distortion, or harm X, which is distortion. Some fuzz, which is some fuzz distortion. Some pressure, some width. This is how it sounds without it. This is how it sounds with it. It definitely adds some fuzz and some harmony, or some harmonies. This is how it sounds, basically. Look at how the drop sounds without the harmer sounds. Look. That's so boring. Look at this. Now with my harmer sound. And I think this was actually another sound that I made that sounded like this. I made a bunch of them. They all sound different. They all sound different. I just made a bunch and just resampled it and got this. When you play it together, it's really cool. Now the leads sound like this when you have no basses. Sounds like this. And here's how it sounds without any white noise. You see how boring that is? But when you layer it with the white noise, This sound consists of a couple sounds. Here's how the main sound sounds like. Second sound sounds like this. Sort of like a talking kind of thing. It's an octave lower too. So here's the third sound. Of course, that's a one shot, and that is just supposed to create a plucky kind of thing, just to give it some attack. Then the next sound is this one. That one is there. That one is there just to create crunchiness. When you put it together with the main sound, look at it. It creates this, you know, kind of sound, and everything together sounds like this. Now, notice how important having white noise is. Let me play the drop without any white noise. Here's how the drop sounds with white noise. So without, with it. The difference is huge. It is much more energetic. It makes it crispier. And in this case, I do feel like it adds a lot to the sound design. It is part of sound design. It is not just something you add to make it sound bigger and wider. It's actually something that adds sound to your sound design. You know, it's a layer to your main sounds. And I'm using that technique nowadays. I'm using that technique nowadays for pretty much everything I'm making. Like whatever I do, I just add a white noise layer. And that's pretty much it for the drop. And now the breaks are pretty simple. I must say they're pretty simple. It's just a matter of drums, some chords, pretty simple chords. They're just making the same progression as the one in the drop. Easy. And that's it. And then I've got some extra sounds in the background. This is one of them, and this is the other one. Just so you guys know, these are also part of my sound banks. These are actually from my Vital Essentials sound bank, which you can find at store.jayeskar.com. So go check it out. Maybe you want to use it. These are actually changed a bit. This sound, it's supposed to be wide all the time, like this. But I did add a filter, and I made the envelope slower or like faster. So we just sound like a pluck. It sounds like this. Pretty damn simple, right? Anyways, when you play it, that's all there is. I added more chords there. Then you add some like impact. I added a drone. That's it. Like that's it for the breaks. It's nothing crazy about it.
Beast mode taking over me like a demon. Wilding out, breaking boundaries for no.
Now for the vocals though, a lot of processing was done. However, I updated a bunch of my plugins. So I can't really show you what I did with it because I don't have the plugins anymore. Like when I updated, everything just died. Look at this. It just says like failed to load. Unless I load the new ones, but pretty much just to make it like understandable for you guys, I put the main vocal somewhere. Look,
Beast mode taking over.
This is the main vocal.
Beast mode taking over me like a demon.
What I did first was make sure that everything was on beat. Everything is on beat. Then I put on the doubles.
Beast mode taking over me like a demon.
It is basically the same vocal recorded again. It's another take. It should be another take. Otherwise, when you put them together, if you duplicate the same vocal, you will create some phase issues. But if you record it again, you won't have any, because you won't say it exactly the same way. It's impossible. And then we got doubles, another doubles.
Beast mode taking over me like a demon.
Record it again, and it's 1 octave higher. When you put all of these three together, right now it has no effects, so it will not be as crispy as the original like song, but this is basically the idea.
Beast mode taking over me like a demon. Wilding out, breaking.
That's pretty much where there is right now. And it has some delay here, I think. Some delay, some reverb, which are linked here. But that's pretty much it. And vocal wise, I shouldn't say much because I did a lot of things and I don't have anything. But the most important thing about this rap kind of thing was distortion and EQ. Like, someone is an amateur producer when they don't organize the rhythms on their vocals. Like, if someone sends me a vocal and it's out of beat, I know they're barely starting to mix vocals and shit like that, But yeah, the build up is just sounds, risers. And
nobody can cool down my fire.
That's such a good track, bro. For my master, all I'm using is a sausage fattener at 1%. And I'm using an ozone imager to make it pretty much wide above 11K or 12K. And I'm making wide some of these low frequencies, and that's pretty much it. I'm making mono everything below 200, and that's pretty much it. Like, there's not much about it. Yeah, what else? I think that's it. I'm gonna show you guys the next song, like Get That, on the next video, okay? I don't want to overload you guys with a lot of things, but this is pretty much what this track is. It's basically all sustained. It's a sustained bass, a sustained lead. That's it. Like, there's not anything crazy happening here. The song sounds good because it was written correctly, I think. And also because I'm using the right sounds. That's all I have to say. Like, this song is what it is because it has the drums it has. If I put another drums, it will sound like shit, and you guys are not gonna like the drop. But right now, everything just sounds bouncy, and everything is meant to be there. Everything is meant to work together. So, if you want to support my channel, if you want to support me and make sure that I still make videos like this, make sure to check out my sound banks and sample packs and preset packs at store.jayeskar.com. It would mean the world to me if you want to support me. Anyways, that was it for this video. I'll see you on the next one. If you want to connect with me, all of my socials are Jay Eskar. I'll see you guys there. Okay, I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.